black girls in my area cold. Dark skin, light skin, medium tones. Perm ting braids got mini afros. Thick lips got hips, some of us don't. Big nose contour, some of us won't. Never wanna put us in the media, bro. Want a fat beauty like Kardashians, no. Want a fat beauty like my auntie got, yo. Wheel up the block clock, tell her reload it. I've got the camera, my girls are posing. I need some backup, then my ones are rolling. Grown woman things, so I'm never at risk. Mind my own business, I'm never in mess. Who am I ain't ready, get a slice of the cake.
Black beauty to me is having the ability to look past everyone's comments about your hair, your complexion, your culture, your background, your country, whatever it is, and being proud and confident and comfortable in who you are becoming. Because for some reason, the whole world loves to comment on what black people can and cannot do other than black people, which is very interesting to me. Black beauty for me is a very powerful thing, and I think it's a very inspirational thing.
When thinking about black beauty, I think what comes to mind really is I think black beauty physically is one of the most beautiful things on the planet, to me anyway. People saying that black people are the first people on earth, I just think you can see how the earth and nature just reflects in our beings entirely. And then other from that physical aspect, I feel like our culture and what makes us a community, from the way we talk, from the way we, the way we talk, the way we dance and all, I think that's beautiful as well.
Black beauty to me is simply just whatever shade of black you are beautiful, okay? All shades of black are beautiful. Whether you're light skin, you're brown skin, you're dark skin, whatever, like, you are beautiful. That's it.
Black beauty means to be unapologetically yourself, in a sense of how you do your hair, how you do your makeup, the clothes you wear, not caring about what people think about you, exuding that energy, being the person that you're meant to be, knowing your purpose, knowing how you want to live your life. I think that's what black beauty means to me, knowing who you are.
Black beauty to me is no matter what complexion your skin is, whether you're light or you're dark or brown skin, you need to learn to love yourself, because your black is beautiful, just like your black is always going to be beautiful. It don't matter what anyone else says or how anyone else looks at you, like, screw them, who cares? Like, your black is beautiful. Always remember that, yeah?
Black beauty to me means embracing what it means to be black and to be proud of blackness in all its shades. So it means embracing the beauty that comes from being black in itself, our melanin, our hair, our culture, just our vibes in general. Like, to be black is to be lit. So I definitely feel like black beauty to me is just embracing what it means to be black.
So black beauty to me is about accepting and loving my blackness, no matter what society or the media says, and learning to love my skin, my hair texture, and all that comes with being a black woman, despite being told that it's not beautiful or desirable, and really and truly is the most precious thing. To me, black beauty is more than just physical looks. It's about breaking the boundaries and being myself and embracing my culture. For me, the way that I embrace my beauty is I'm just so natural with it. Like, I don't wear makeup. I've never ever worn makeup. I normally do, I get my eyelashes done from time to time, lip gloss obviously, and I've only recently started to do my eyebrows, but that's because I've got slits in my eyebrows. So when it comes to it, I sometimes fill them in or whatever. It just depends where I'm going. So for me, black beauty is a very natural thing for me. I think all black women are very naturally beautiful, but it's just some people choose to do this with it and to do that with it. I think it's a very unique thing because you can do whatever you want with your beauty. No black woman looks the same. Not one of us look the same. And I think that's a very special thing. We are very individual and very unique to ourselves, and no one can really be like, oh no, because you and her have the same hair. No, we don't. We all have different hair types. You can't really comment on what we can and cannot do with our hair because you don't understand it.
To embrace my natural beauty, I tend to wear makeup a lot, quite often. But I guess the difference is that rather to conceal something, I like to enhance my natural features anyway. I used to not wear certain colours. You know, the idea of black girls can't wear bold colours, and you know that gets to you at some point. So I never used to wear any of the colours that I do now on my lips, but now I do quite often. I'm very always willing to use different colours, bright pinks, bright reds, and you know, that's just how I feel comfortable with embracing my natural beauty, by highlighting it.
How I embrace my natural beauty is honestly just like take care of myself. If I want to treat myself, I'm going to treat myself. You know, little pamper session in that. Yeah, stop crying. That's how I embrace my natural beauty. And to top it off, you know, just a little bit more of, you know, like je ne sais quoi. It's like when it's sunny, you know, summertime, sun shining, take those pictures, okay? See Snapchat and their filters, yeah, fuck that. Go and take your pictures when it's summertime and the sun is out, or anytime when the sun is out, okay? Thank me later.
I embrace my natural beauty by styling my hair or letting it just be an afro, not wearing any makeup, but I'll do my skincare and moisturize my face just to have that glowing effect. I'll wear whatever clothes I want to wear that accentuate my body.
One of the ways I embrace my natural beauty is just learning to love myself. Like, I've never worn makeup and I don't plan to. My skin is my skin at the end of the day. I can't change that. Yeah, I may get spots or I could get a scratch or something, but regardless, we just need to learn to love and embrace it. And I just do that by, like I said, I don't wear any makeup. My hair, right now my hair is quite heat damaged. That's due to me straightening it. And so right now I'm not best happy with my hair, but I'm still loving it. Like, I still need to love my hair, because at the end of the day, my hair's still thick. It's long enough. I don't feel the need to wear extensions or put a wig on or anything like that. Just learning to love it how it is.
I try and embrace my natural beauty by taking care of my hair. I definitely feel like black hair has been politicised and it has been negatively talked down against in the workplace as unprofessional, seen as intimidating. Yet when, you know, other cultures or people appropriate what it means to be beautiful in terms of blackness, it's seen as trend-setting, it's seen as, oh, it's so edgy. So I definitely feel like I try to embrace my natural beauty by taking care of myself and understanding who I am as a black woman, to understand that my hair is different, but it's also extremely beautiful.
I embrace my natural beauty by learning to love and accept my hair and skin in the natural state it's in. Growing up, I never loved my skin because of how pale it was, especially for a black girl. I hated how pale my skin was. I always wanted to be darker. And I hated my hair because I hated how thick and curly it was. It was so hard to manage, so I found myself always straightening and always blow drying my hair, and I just personally thought it looked better, so I ended up doing that all the time. But as I got older, I realised that my hair, my skin, no matter how pale I am now, how thick my hair is, it's beautiful. And I embraced that by every once in a while dashing away the ponytail and just embracing my natural hair and keeping them healthy, keeping my skin healthy, keeping my hair healthy, and just taking care of them.
When I was younger, when I was growing up, teachers used to love to tell me what I can and can't do, and it was like, as I grew up, it was like, hang on a minute, how are you telling me how I can and cannot do my hair? Because what is it affecting? My hair's not messing with my education. It's not interrupting the lesson. It's not doing any of that. You are interrupting the lesson by stopping the lesson and going, your hair, what about it? What about it? And this is also like a struggle for black girls, because it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what you look like. We all get it. For some reason, we all get it. It's not necessary. So black beauty for me, it's very, like, me personally, it's deeply rooted in, like, natural things. Like, yeah, my hair is, but it's very simple and like I said, natural beauty.
Regarding the struggles I face as a black woman, I would say that in the UK, microaggressions are very apparent. You can't escape them. Like, one notable incident I had, I still remember this from secondary school. I remember saying to someone if they could be quiet because I couldn't concentrate in my class. It was a maths class, so, you know, like, that's definitely difficult if you don't get it. And they just said, you're being very confrontational right now. I didn't even raise my voice. I'm just feel like it's just crazy how when a black woman establishes boundaries or speaks up, it's automatically deemed as like aggressive or confrontational. Confrontational when it actually isn't. And, you know, at some point as well, when you're navigating through white structures like the education system, you might start to doubt your ability because of these microaggressions, but you really shouldn't.
Now, struggles I faced as a black girl growing up. Your hair. You know, one thing I don't like is when you change your hairstyle, and this would always actually be like a black boy. This is not all, but some black boys just have to point out the fact that you paid for your hair. Like, okay, so, like, it's just things like that. Like, just shut up. Close your lips. Just close them. Because who actually asked you, like, what are you doing? But anyways, or you'll have that one teacher that, like, always says something when you go get your hair done. Like, anytime you come into school with a different hairstyle, they have to say something. It's like, oh, I didn't recognize you because of your new hairstyle. Bitch, bye, get out of my face. Or like, you know, if you liked a guy, you'd actually have to think to yourself, like, does he even like black girls though? Because, you know, black girls were not attractive back in my day. Even though, like, I'm 18, but, like, imagine, like, let's say in year 7, you had a crush on a guy, you'd actually have to think to yourself that, does he even like black girls? Like, that's so sad. And if you were dark skinned, mate, forget about it. Your crush does not like you back. Again, that is so sad. It's mad because it's like, boys from, like, you know, some boys that were hating on black girls in secondary school, even in sixth form, now they've grown up a bit more, you know, 2-3 years. Black women are goddesses. Black women are queens. You wasn't saying that back in school or back in sixth form. You wasn't saying that, but you know what? It's cool. Now you like black girls. Very interesting. But it's like, you know, the stereotype. Again, some black boys screaming how they hate black girls because we're loud, we're aggressive, we're ratchet, we're this, we're that. And then there'll be like a different race who's doing the things that they said that we do. But now all of a sudden, you know, oh, black girls are loud. But if it's a Latina woman, she speaks her mind. I love that. Or black girls are rude. Latina girl, oh, her attitude, feisty, sassy, like, what? Or when you're watching like a black TV show and it's the dark-skinned woman who's being loud, she's being ghetto, she's being ratchet, and then you have like the light-skinned girl character, whatever the fuck she's supposed to be, the main character who's it's oh my gosh, in TV shows it's like the light-skinned girl's the main character and she's like the one that everyone loves, and then her best friend's like the dark-skinned ratchet one who fits the stereotype. Like, what kind of representation is that? Having big lips, having a big nose, it was such a bad thing when you were younger, but now everyone wants lip fillers. Having a big bum, you're fat, now everyone wants a BBL. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's actually crazy seeing your insecurities become a trend.
Some struggles that I face as a black girl is being told that I'm pretty for a black girl, that I'm too aggressive and intimidating for just standing there and not talking, or if I defend myself, I don't have the right to defend myself because I'm kind of scaring that other person, even though they've mistreated me. Being overly sexualized at a young age and not understanding why you can't wear certain clothes when you go somewhere or you're around other family members. My hair, people always questioning about my hair, why it looks the way it looks, if my scalp can handle it, or I have a lot of hair for a black girl. People not being able to pronounce my name and asking me for nicknames and changing my name and expecting me to be okay with it and answer them. The way I speak, being told my English is very good considering where I come from.
I gave birth to my daughter 2 years ago, and when she was born, I had a lot of people saying to me, oh, is her dad mixed race? Are you sure you didn't cheat on her dad? Just because she came out lighter than a lot of other people. Like, she's lighter than me, she's light skinned. And she's got a lot more of her colour now. But it did make me feel some type of way, like, how could you say that? Like, I know my child is black. But it was like, you're really questioning her race just because she's lighter than what I am. And it was ridiculous because did people not listen in school and learn that just because my complexion's like this and her dad's complexion's slightly darker than me, that she should come out with brown skin or dark skin? And it doesn't work like that. At the end of the day, you come out with the colour skin that you come out with. It doesn't matter. She's still black at the end of the day. And I'm not going to let anyone take that away from her or make her feel less of a black person just because she has lighter skin than others. It's ridiculous. And in school, people tried to make me feel less of a black person just because, oh, I wasn't loud and I weren't like outspoken towards everyone. I was in class one day and some boy goes to me, oh, she acts more black than you. And the girl who was talking about weren't even my race, but because she was loud, popular, and whatnot, he tried to say that she was more black than I was. I was like, so what? I'm not a black person because I don't make up noise and get in unnecessary arguments and scare people. And it was like, yeah. It's like, how does that make sense? Black people don't go around scaring people. We don't go around purposely being loud. If you're a loud black person, that's who you are. It don't make you a black person just because you're loud though. That's not how we should be defined as people. It's a ridiculous stereotype that black people are always loud and rowdy. Because we're not all like that. Some of us are quiet, some of us are well-mannered, and whatever else. Like, you're still black. No matter how you act, you're still black. And don't let anyone tell you that because you're quiet, you're less of a black person. It's ridiculous.
I definitely struggled with my identity growing up as a black girl in this country. You know, my name is Yoruba, so it's not even English at all. I definitely struggled with that. But I definitely see a change in that within the culture, within young black people in this country and abroad. We're definitely gatekeeping black culture and we're definitely taking back what it means to be black, and we're standing in it and we're proud of it. So I'm definitely excited for the future and what it holds. Hopefully, you know, one day when I have a small black king or queen, you know, they'll feel comfortable and they won't go through what I've been through, but they'll definitely understand that black is literally right next to beautiful.
Every black girl with thick hair has struggled, like, having to deal with people telling you that your thick hair isn't beautiful, it's unprofessional and all of that. It was annoying, especially going to school in a predominantly white area. It was jarring. I can't even explain how annoying it was and how stressful it was, especially going swimming. Oh my gosh, it was so stressful. But yeah, another thing I hated was that stereotype that black girls who wear weave and braids don't have hair. What do you think? We attach the weave and the braids to our scalp? Of course we have hair. A lot of black girls have long, beautiful hair. Like, that stereotype needs to go in a bin, because growing up, I had to deal with people saying, you're not black, you're too light to be black, etc. And when I was younger, I used to let it get to me, because a lot of the time it was other black people saying it to me as well. Like, it got to the point where I really hated my skin and I was so insecure about it. But as I got older, I realized a lot of the stupidity I heard was from ignorance and lack of knowledge. Like, there is more than one shade to black. Like, the black community is full of so many beautiful shades, and people seem to forget that.
My advice for a young black girl would be, do not let anyone tell you what you can and can't do with your hair. In my personal opinion, anybody who is not of the black persuasion should not have an opinion on what you can and cannot do with your hair. And it really does stress me out, because everybody else loves to comment on it. What for? What for? Keep your negativity to yourself. So for a young black girl, my advice would be, do not let anyone tell you anything about your hair. Don't let anyone tell you your hair's this, it's short, it's picky, no. Your hair is beautiful and it is your hair. It is yours. Love it. It will grow. I promise.
To young black girls, I would say that you should just be whoever you want. Don't let society box you up into a single character type, because you really can be a multifaceted human being if you want to. That's totally up to you. And that you should never shrink yourself down to meet the size of others, because you are already enough. And people meet you up there. You don't have to downsize yourself.
And to my young black girls, to my little sisters, listen, don't listen to what anyone says. Anyone has anything negative to say about you or your skin color or your race, listen, don't listen to them. Tell them to stick it where the sun don't shine. Because you don't want to hear their opinion. You never asked for their opinion. So why are they speaking? Listen, if they want to cuss you for being black, cuss them up, cuss their whole family. Swipe their hands. I'm joking. You don't resort to violence. But you can swipe them. But if you get in trouble, that's not my business. I'm not involved. But honestly, guys, love yourselves. And I know how hard that can be. But times are changing, so hopefully it's a little bit more easier. But yeah. Guys, love yourselves. Take care of yourselves.
Advice I'd give to young black girls is to never stop talking. Always talk when you feel like something is wrong. Always speak up when you're being mistreated. Always speak out when someone else is being mistreated. And to never take any shit from anyone because of how your skin looks like.
Just love yourself and your beauty, because we're all beautiful and only we have the power to love ourselves. We can't seek that love from anyone else. We need to learn to embrace our complexion. Love your skin, because your black is beautiful. We're all beautiful, and the only opinion that should matter is your own. No one else's, your own. Because you're beautiful no matter what. You are beautiful.
Advice I would give to young black girls out there is to know and understand that you're beautiful. Don't, compare yourself to ethnocentric standards of beauty. That's not important. You're not ethnocentric. You are black. And just understand that you are powerful. You have the power to change the world, and you have power within yourself because you are black.
My advice to young black girls would be to aim high and don't get discouraged no matter what other people think, because other people's opinions about you aren't important and they don't matter. Your black is beautiful, and it's something that should be celebrated, not something that you should be ashamed of. You don't need to conform or contort to yourself into society's views or fantasies of what a black girl should be. And you don't need to bend or bow down or subject yourself to anyone. You don't have to sell yourself short or give up a piece of yourself or give up your entire self to anyone, especially if they're undeserving. You should be proud of yourself, your history, your ancestors, and your own story. And remember, you are beautiful
both on the outside and within.
And you said there's pink black girls, not area code. These black girls need to be in the shows, be on the runways, not just mood boards. On top of that, I wanna see when your team. Look at your crown, natural, relax to the Jericho. One time soft and sheen, where black girl magic is sometimes blue. Might broke a hairband or two. Raise my voice, she gonna say that I'm angry. Kiss my teeth, and now you say that I'm hood. Kid at 16, you say it's my destiny. Driving a range, you think I'm up to no good. Give us a break and let us breathe, man. Give me a chance, let's achieve, fam. And I know that my hair looks a bit different today, so don't touch my hair.
Like new hair, who this? Old black woman jacket and a band to twist. Look, mind over matter, I can handle this. We're fine, take a second, there were awards in risk. See, I think that I care too much, bottle us and cover, see air. 2 cups, I've got nothing to show.